We got a new live tips and tricks video for you guys today. Basically me playing a live round. Today we'll be playing Breakthrough and explaining all my thoughts, how I process things, why I make certain moves towards objectives, why I get certain kills and all that stuff. It's all done live. I hope you guys are going to enjoy. I've made 2 previous episodes if you want to check them out. They're on the channel. I quickly wanted to show the classes that I'll be running throughout this video. So the first class is the GRT class, which I actually didn't intend to use in the beginning, but it was actually quite good. So these are the attachments that I was using on the GRT. Quite a good build that I picked up right here. And then for the second video, or the second gameplay I should say, we're using the SGX build. Here is the build if you want to try and copy that. So I hope you guys are going to enjoy the gameplay. Be sure to leave a comment and like if you want to see this more, and I hope to see you guys in the next video. Enjoy. Alright, we are joining in Breakthrough. We started off right away. We're playing with the GRT, apparently literally only because I was making a thumbnail with it. But we can make it work. We can actually make this work. So we're playing defense here. You gotta watch out here right away. They could push this. So I like to take the far corner because it's not something they check. Let's not shoot the first guy because he's gonna be pushing in. There's probably some players behind him. Generally not a build that I really like. Not sure what that guy was doing. We're gonna turn off the flashlight here. Have a look behind, checking their base. That guy seemed to be AFK, a little bit far out of their spawn though. I'm not sure. This guy right here, pre-peek it. Sometimes you can pre-fire those kills. That is an infantry tank, which means there's gonna be infantry players spawning on that quite a bit. Let's get the revives there. Okay, we gotta get out of here. Whoa, that was extremely lucky. That was extremely lucky. We might have to look for more players this way though, which we're gonna do by tossing a couple of smokes in, and we can just take this slow. You know what? We can use this build. Let's just run with the GRT. I wanted to do a couple of breakthrough games. We're off to a really good start here, so. Let's commit to this setup. It's honestly a great setup for this map. We're using the default mastery build. The GRT is a very aggressive AR. Also, we're getting a bit of packet loss this game. That's because I'm uploading a video at the moment. We destroyed the tank, which is huge. They got A, and when they have captured A, they can spawn on this corner right here, or they spawn all the way there. That's just 2 things you kind of learn when you play. That was an extremely good kill from this guy. This one's something you learn when you play the game a lot. That doesn't come with just like, okay, with pure logic. I mean, there's quite some logic involved with spawns, but a lot of the spawns is just learning based off playing the game a lot. Gotta watch out here. There's no teammates in front of me, so that could mean there's enemies here. They basically have this entire place for free, so we're checking this carefully. And my gun just disappeared. There's some dead teammates here. You have to watch out. Take it slowly. Checking the minimap here. We can go upstairs because I think they might have actually taken this when this was free. Playing it very slowly. I think I can hear them right below me. I can. Gotta take it slowly. There's some teammates on the Overwatch, which is really good for me. 7 players on B. None of them are here, so we know where they are. They're all on this side. But again, we just take it slow. We're not gonna re-peek, because re-peeking usually means a death sentence. Especially when in a room like that, they're just gonna hold it. Give it a bit of time. And there you go. There you go. He's running in, which means his gun is pointed down. Takes a bit of time for him to pull up his gun, which is basically like a free kill right there. And again, the infantry tank is here, which means also going to be players spawning right on that tank, trying to push A. They already have B, so they don't really have interest in holding B. I mean, some will, but you could just hold this, let them push A, and then time a good push back to B. Take your time here. We're gonna have a quick peek for a flanker. It probably is a lot. Luckily we're using a suppressor. I'm not sure if I killed the guy in the back or if I killed the guy that was shooting me. But I hit them both, so they can be turning around. We might just go for a full flank here instead of that door, which is very predictable. So we'll go for the full flank being a little bit less predictable. Good thing we're using a suppressor, otherwise destroying beacons like that unfortunately puts you on the minimap. I think there's a guy prone there. Yep. It's gonna pre-fire that corner. It's sometimes hard to see them in the bush. They're not there this time though, I believe. Still take it slowly. And I got A, so they're gonna move from A to B. And there you go. Pretty basic predictions. There could be more this way. Pull down the ADS, check left. I think we're good. We're not going to shoot that guy. The reason why, because I saw this guy on the minimap. He's going to be moving around, pre-aim, pre-fire. Unfortunately, we died right there. There might be some medics here. I don't know if it's risky. He's actually sending it. That's awesome. And we died again, which is completely fine. That's completely fine. Team is doing a really good job at holding the objectives here. You need to rotate around at the right time if you want to win these type of games. That was a top spawn right there. We're going to see if we can save my teammate and get back inside as quick as possible. Above here is clear. There's no teammates, which means there could be enemies. So we're taking it slowly. We don't need to shoot that guy. There's more. Can't shoot that guy though. Can just hold this carefully. It's probably quite popular to go through that door right now. Checking my teammates' positions. It's very important to keep on checking that. Gonna pre-aim, check where the tank is going. Tank is in the back of the map. Usually the tank likes to go on that street. We're kind of trapped here. This is a tough peak because it can be left and right. I'm gonna push this. There's a teammate here backing us up. There you go. There's one. They're still there, I believe. Gonna just have a quick look here. They might move from A to B. I see some players on the minimap there. Teammate died there. Just holding the angles here. Right, we got a great position here between A and B. We can make a move to one of the flags whenever we need to. So this is a great way to defend this objective without even being on the objective. Because you can be very mobile here. By just moving to the flag you need to move. And it's fine to have one flag. Actually, when they have one flag, it becomes more predictable. As long as they don't keep the momentum going to the next flag. That's where things can go wrong really quickly. We're going to smoke that so he doesn't shoot us. More players there. We're going to back off a little bit. Take it a bit slow. We're playing fine here. I think there's a guy right there. Here we go. It's a bit hard to read the minimap here because you don't know if they're on the top floor or the bottom floor. What I kind of want to go is I want to be in that room. Now my team has that room, so we should be fine there. Let's have a look towards A again. Basically what we've been doing before. Gotta watch out for these windows as well. Keep your eyes out on that. Sometimes it's kind of hard to tell where I'm actually looking at. Of course, you usually look at the center of the flag. Okay, now we gotta watch out. Now we gotta watch out. They can climb up there. They can go in the... Yep. Can just hold this. There's more here. There might be some medics. There could very well be some medics. You can still climb up there. Hopefully trust the audio a little bit. I kind of want to move around. If we're quick enough, might be players behind us. That's why we're going to use that smoke. And now we can have a quick look here. A one. Teammate push. That means we can push. Because they're going to be focused on the first teammate. Almost using him as bait. But it's successful. It sounds a bit harsh. Because you almost sacrifice a teammate. But make use of it when your teammates are actually pushing in. I think the game mode, or the game's... Well, there's 80 tickets still. Okay. I thought there was 8 tickets for a second. I was like, this game's going very fast. It's going very fast. Really liking this build. Sometimes you accidentally pick a build. I was making a thumbnail with the GRT. For a video. And I didn't have time to switch. We can... Okay, we gotta probably move around. There's some nades being thrown here. Wow, that was a very quick kill. From this guy again. This guy is a machine. This revive is probably not really worth it. They got B. Now you gotta quickly take a look if you can get A. That's the only option we have. We're unfortunately not gonna hold this objective, which is fine. We can play the match for a little bit longer. That's fun. And there's a couple of decisions you can make. You can chill in this building. You can go in this building. You can hold far left on the building corner there, or you have the corner building there. The only problem with that corner building is that often they get a tank. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna hold this until I'm getting pushed away. We got an aggressive weapon, so being up close is gonna be better. We have to watch out. The good thing is we have smoke, so we can escape this. The bad part is they often carry nades. Didn't play that very well, to be honest. That was not a good play on my end at all. Now you just gotta read the map, see where the enemy team is coming from, and see what your team is already covering. Now, what I noticed is that there's quite a lot of players pushing from what previously was the B objective. So this is actually quite open. Teammates already died there. The only pushes up we have are quite open. So we can just hold this. There's a guy there in the distance. See if we can tap fire this. Really have to play this one careful. That's the teammate there. We didn't get an assist on this guy. I might smoke it out a bit. See if we can run in. Gotta be very careful here. Hopefully I can hear someone. I do not hear anyone. I see some medic crates here though. There you go. He's right on the medic crate. Medic crate was on the minimap. That's how some people give themselves away. He might push an aggressive, but we got the better gun. I'm tempted to peek this because I feel like my gun's gonna be better. Teammate could skip very quick. Okay, this side looks completely empty. There's a tank there. Well, gotta keep an eye out on what that tank's gonna do. That tank might have some players spawn on them. It's that infantry tank. I think we should probably move back here. It looks pretty clear besides that tank. I don't really have anything I can do against that tank. Which is fine. I can focus on getting the infantry kills. There's a player spotted in front of me. Somewhere. There we go. My teammate died here. We can get the revive on this guy. My teammates already got it. Love to see that. Got an enemy that we killed in here, and there could always be more. Often when players play that aggressively, squad mates love to spawn on them, obviously. So when you see players closer to the objective than you see for the rest of the enemy team, you can expect squad spawns. Just like that. We can hold this for a second. There's a teammate 10 meters away. I think he's a crosshair. That might be him. Oh, it's 4 meters now. Where is this guy? Is he above me? Might be above me. It's a little bit less important to hold revives on the defending team because you don't really waste tickets. On the attacking team, you can waste tickets. But now you just destroy your own KD a little bit, which, I mean, it's Battlefield, so... Do we really care for the KD, right? That's the question we should ask. We're losing A, and I think they're coming from that way, because I'm not getting shot from behind. Those smokes are probably not from us, though. Have a quick look. Might carefully peek this. Check right, check right. I'm gonna smoke that. Very surprised to... Oh, there we go. He was holding the defibs out. When they hold the defibs out, there might be a dead player there that they could have revived if he was fast. How many players are on? There's only 2 players. We're gonna push that. Ooh, shot from behind there. Was definitely not expecting that. We had some players in the building, so I thought the building was gonna be clear, but the underneath was not clear. Got a squad mate here helping out. Love to see that. Okay, we're getting pushed a little bit farther onto the objective now, so now we can start defending kind of on the objective or around the objective instead of defending a little bit more towards their spawn. Pre-aiming this, you can pre-aim the windows. Gotta be very careful here. We're low. There was another guy. Can chill a little bit. My teammates have died up here, and that's always concerning to see. There's another one there. The position is just the most important part. There's a flashlight right there. I saw the guy on the minimap. That's why I'm looking this way, by the way. Need to revive there. Oh, this is tough. Okay, we probably want to get out of here. I think I'm gonna jump down, right? Because that looks like a clear jump. That was not a clear jump. We gotta watch out here a little bit. Let's put some heals down. There's a tank spotted here. There's gonna be some infantry players. We can expect a lot of infantry players towards the tank here. Keep watching left and right. I see some teammates still in the building. We're gonna have to make a move here. Often some repair guys on the tank. Unfortunately, we cannot destroy the tank. And now all we can do is hopefully burn some tickets. Honestly, not a bad play right there. Not a bad play at all. 95 tickets left for the team. This is a sector that can be very hard for the attacking team. The main reason is because the objectives are so far apart. So the good thing with the objectives being far apart is that as a defensive team, you can rotate around on time. In the beginning, you just have to worry about trying to burn as many of their tickets. No medics around. We can just skip this. You just have to worry about burning as many of their tickets as possible. And after that, you have to play the position and just try and rotate around as much as possible. I'm gonna smoke those guys. We got naded, which is fine. They might rotate far left here. I don't think I have to worry about that guy. Oh, he's actually playing pretty aggressive. He's got a good head glitch there. You can expect some players here flanking around. Could be more. Of course, he killed someone. He's gonna be appearing on the minimap. There we go. Bit of a laggy game player. Apologize for that. Made it. Can still play fine, luckily. Whoa. Here? Oh, yeah. So still quite a few players there. They might have squad spawns, so we're gonna try and stop that push again. With maybe not a left side flank because it's quite open, and I think they have that right now. So what we're gonna try and do is get in that building in front of us. Which you can just do by tossing 2 smokes, clearing the long side. We've got an aggressive weapon, we might be able to do this. There you go. Gotta be quick here. I hear some nade throwing. That could be in the corner here. Could be more. No, we're actually clear. Wow. That was the guy that was on the head glitch earlier. Gotta remember players like that. They often don't like to move around. I'm gonna rotate around a little bit here. Yeah, they know I'm here. I'm gonna try a super far flank here. There's a tank, unfortunately, so there's gonna be some infantry players spawning. The good thing... Wow, the tank actually saw this coming. That was very good. The tank is playing a little bit passive here. I thought he was gonna be looking more towards the B flag. Playing a little bit more aggressive. Let's see what's happening on A. We lost it, but we're capturing it back, so we don't really have to take a look on A itself. Just gotta figure out where they're coming from. There was a medic that moved this way. Just trying to kind of get a feel of what's happening in this situation. I think they're still there. There's players on my left. It's a bit of an awkward push, to be honest. We can smoke this out. Don't get shot from behind. My teammate died here. Looking away. There you go. There's a nade. That's fine. There's a low corner we can have here. Can lean this, hopefully. It's a bit awkward. We've got a few teammates now, so we can play a bit more aggressive. Love to push here. Let's see if this is clear, though. And it is not. Might have still pushed up here. If it was 2 or a squad spawn, I don't see anyone. We're gonna hope there's no one there. No guarantees. Okay, we gotta pre-aim this. Way too many players for me to handle. Those are friendly smokes. These smokes are actually placed very badly. They allow the enemy team to play a little bit more aggressive. But they don't know where we are. A couple of pre-fire, they're throwing nades. Gonna smoke behind me again. Yeah, there's players there. Prone guy. Whoa, a lot of players on the left here. In a really awkward position. We're gonna chill in the bush here. Just try and be a little bit unexpected. I don't think they have a clue that I'm here. Which is this is actually kind of working. Some improvised strat here. Don't know, I'm here. I hope I'm out of the flames. Again, we can just chill here. We're defending. A is fine. We would have to make a move if we start to lose A, but we're not. We can slowly start taking a look. Reload, and we're gonna have to peek because I don't think they're looking my way anymore. That's 2 down. Did a good amount of damage to one guy that was left. Same prone here. We can just hold. That was a terrible revive from the guy. We're doing really fine. I think they are the aggressors, but sometimes... Oh, it's the wrong button. This is an amazing spot. Never destroyed the corner of this building, but actually extremely good. One to remember. That's what I love about Battlefield 6. Sometimes you can just improvise with complete new map flows because of destruction. Gotta watch that. Okay, they're still there. My team is trying to push that a little bit. I don't know exactly what I'm doing. We've got a small problem is that we're trying to hold this alone. Smoke and chill in this corner again. If it's letting me, it's not really letting me this time. Oh, this is bad. Okay, we're gonna back off here. We're unfortunately gonna die. I was not able to get back into that corner there. That was a bit annoying. They still have 113 tickets left, which is actually quite a lot. We're not losing our hold though, which is great. We might have been able to push in there. Always pre-aim this. They are also pre-firing that. That's interesting. There's a full team there. There's another good spot which you can take. Now we're losing it. Now we're actually kind of running into problems. But I have a lot of teammates spawning here. So if we're on time, we're going to be fine. Right around the corner. Enemy team pushed in very aggressive. A little bit unexpected. It's important to get these guys back because they're close to the objective. We're going to play it really aggressive here. 5 players. You kind of just have to risk it here and hope you can get like 2 or 3 kills on a push like that can make such a big difference. We're taking back B. We're gonna try and move around here if we're gonna be on time. Gotta watch out here. Definitely pre-aiming. That was a almost unfortunate spawn for me. They might know they're flanking around because of dead enemies. But we could also be fine. Checking every corner. There's 0 players on the objective. They cannot capture from that building, but they love going there. Oh, behind me. Right. Okay. Really good move from my team to rotate back to B. So this is exactly what I was talking about. They can rotate around, like, well on time. So now what we're going to do is we're going to get to B and we're going to try and get the strong point, which is kind of the building across B. There's a drone here, which is spotting everyone. Okay, it's going to be a bit tough here. It might almost just be useful to hold this side. Quickly going to try and respawn here. Sometimes waiting for the revive can lose so much time. They get a tank going. Okay, that means we're gonna be a little bit less useful as a support player. Though assist kind of skill, that doesn't count as a kill. Have that going. Absolutely got melted by the tank here. Yep. Oh, we died to debris there, I think. Yeah, the tank had good awareness there. Not much you can do. We tried, but we rotated again around to A. So now the same thing is going to happen. We can help with the capture on A. Now the same thing is going to happen. They're going to try and rotate back from... That was a lot of bullets right there. From B. So we can just hold the same place. This is kind of defending in front of the objective. So they captured B. They're going to be spawning on B. There might be someone behind me on the minimap. No, I thought I saw someone there. And so instead of getting to A, which could also be useful because they can flank A with ease, you're kind of defending in front of it. So you stop the first push and you still allow yourself to get close to A in case you cannot stop the first push. Okay, he's in that little mini garden. I can hear footsteps behind me. I don't think they know I'm here though. Get out of that on time. Sometimes it's just not worth finishing a kill. I feel like a lot of people get thirsty when they get really close to finishing a kill. They're a bit aggressive. We can do a really cheeky flank here. Pull out the knife. And there you go. Love that flank. They don't see it come very often. Oh, tank. I don't know if the tank has seen me. I don't think he has. They will probably spawn on the tank here. Very likely. We're going to see if we can flank around here. We got a teammate covering. Just burn the tickets. They only have 4 tickets left. Unless they get a miracle going now. Which I don't think they did. 97 in 15. Very nice game. Well played from the team. Good rotations. And honestly, a very fun build there with the GRT. Alright, we got a breakthrough round on Empire State with a default weapon. I was like, let me use one of the guns that probably a lot of people play with. The SGX submachine gun. Playing with the support role, obviously. So we're going to try and get a big starter flank going here. Which I really like to do quite often. But it takes a bit of luck. And maybe a little bit of, you know, killing a couple of players. So what can happen here? Is that a player? That is a player. Enemy team is very aware. I think I saw someone on the right. Yep. We're gonna flank, keep running. We might be getting chased down here. We might just try and kill this guy. No, we're not. Okay, complete. That guy didn't seem very aware. Wow, the flank completely got stopped. I'm kind of surprised with the amount of players that were watching the flank. Normally you have to kill like 1 or 2 players there in order to hopefully get that successful flank going. So we're going to completely change plans. So there's so many players on the right. You got to have a plan B, and that's trying to rotate around here. This one is a little bit tough because there's one way to push. So you're very much more predictable. But we have smokes on the support class, which I really wish were on more classes, but it'd be like that sometimes. So we're already taking A, which is extremely fast from our team. Quite nice to see. Is this guy still alive? He's dead. Just having a look around if I'm safe or not. This could be a safe res actually. But we're not getting revived, which is completely fine. It's a bit of a risky one, so we can understand that one. We are already capturing A. That's actually one of the fastest A captures that I've seen. Could be a short round like this. We're gonna find out. Now we're gonna prepare for the next push. We still have two objectives, or two players left. 4 players, I should say. We still want to pre-fire this. We can actually hop on here. There you go. So the reason why we're jumping and not just slow peeking is because he's able to see our shoulder before we can see them. So this is why you want to slide or jump peek that instead of going like this. Pre-aiming seems like a good strat, but pre-aiming is a horrible strat when the player knows you are there. So what we're going to do is we're going to try and flank B here. What I like to do is I'm gonna watch around, listen around, have a quick look here. There's a player here, maybe more, and then we're gonna go up one more. Let's see if there's some players here. And they were prepared. That was very impressive. Normally they're not that prepared for the flank, but they were ready. Which is fine, but a bit unfortunate for me. My team is playing a bit passive here. I was a bit afraid for that. Sometimes you get that first sector captured super quickly, and then after that your team just slows down. This guy is not enough space, so he is camping very hard. Not entirely sure. He was trying to get in the fan, I think, right there. What we can do is, there's quite a lot of teammates in the middle, so I like to do this push as well. My teammate got shot there. We can smoke this. Couldn't really see if the stairs is still in the game. Actually, we're going to change plans. If there's a player there, and a player there, we can heal. Teammates pushing that. We gotta move around here very quick. Some quick decision making. Okay, I think we're safe here. We're gonna do the exact same thing as I did in the beginning. Got one. Still sniper in the distance who might be having complete tunnel vision. Yep. So you can tell he's not a very good sniper. It's because snipers often have that tunnel vision where you can kill players right next to him and they have no clue there's even more. We're gonna have a quick look around A. Actually, let's see if this side there's a player here. Getting these skills is super useful. It allows your team to push up there. And now we can... Okay, there's a guy upstairs. I could have peeked the door again, or the entrance, but sometimes it's more unpredictable to peek the same doorway again. We're gonna check a little bit into their base, and now they spawn here and I have to move back to A. Let's have a quick look. I see a nade right below me. There you go. That's one of those spawns. It is squad spawn right on it, so he's aware of that. He doesn't know where I am at though. Right now the team is capturing A and we are basically stopping anyone from re-entering A. A little bit of a almost spawn trap, you could say. They're right there. Okay, now we have captured A. That means they cannot spawn on A, so they're not going to spawn here. They're usually going to spawn back from B. Which means we can push this. Check right, left. Just like you're crossing a road. They're probably above us with that stairs. Ooh, we have to watch out for this. You never want to be on this hallway too long because usually there's players in the back here. And now it's time. There's still players around. I kind of really want to clear A before we move to B. Otherwise, you're going to be rotating around as the attack inside every time. Some dead teammates here are already getting help. There's 2 players on the objective. They could be around the corner. There's a guy right in front of me. We're healing up. Don't know where he went. I'm the only player on the objective, and there's 1 enemy player on the objective. Okay. That's why you don't want to move off objectives too soon. Because you're going to be losing them very quickly afterwards. I think we have a decent amount of teammates around A though. Which means we can move to B. And this is a very nice way to move to B with the stairs here. I have to watch out for players in this like street. And I think there's a player spotted on the same level here. Dead now. Climb over. Alright. That was, I had to just pull some moves. Sometimes what you can do right there is distract the enemy player as long as possible and kind of hope a teammate sometimes picks up the free kill. I had some teammates around me, but it was hard to be aware of that situation exactly. Plus the enemy team had some cover there as well, so it didn't really work as well. And we're going to rotate around. I could get those revives, but they're very predictable. They're going to hear that, so they'll probably pre-fire it and they're dying again. Actually getting chased here. That is interesting. We're not going to take the zip because the zip is very loud. They are aware that I'm here, which makes me think I'm spotted. Makes me think that I'm spotted. The other guy could be healed up again. He didn't. We're losing A. Wanted to go here to reload. We saw a player by complete luck. I heard a parachute down here, which means he jumped down, which means he might be somewhere here. I think I heard a parachute. I can definitely hear footsteps. There you go. That might have been him. Parachutes and slides and stuff like that make a lot of noise in this game. And we got a really good flank going. We gotta watch out for the spawns though, because B is the only flag they have, so that means there is a lot gonna be spawning on B. And they can spawn right here, right around the corner. Doesn't happen very often, but they can. Usually they'll spawn down below. It's good to keep your eyes out on that. Gotta be aware that we're using a laser. They can easily see that. We should be looking good on B, and we're losing A. So now there's two choices you can make here. You can help your team capture A, which is a good option, or you can already push, or help your team capture B, or you can already push A. I usually like to already push the next objective to instantly put pressure on the enemy team. I'm gonna be moving around. I feel like this is not really the way to do this one. Maybe we can grab a couple of kills until my team starts pushing up. My teammate died right there, so we can't expect someone to run up that stairs. And there you go. It's apparently another one. Yeah, this is gonna be a hard push. Player behind, which I think is using a shotgun. Hopefully we lost him. We're not gonna be able to beat the shotgun player. Unless he, by miracle, misses his shot. So we're gonna just rotate around. Could hear that guy. All we have to do here is kill as many players as possible, so my team is able to move up towards the A flag. And these guys are very unaware of me. This is the reason why I turned off the laser, by the way. We're chilling in the corner, so they cannot see that I'm using the laser in the corner. We're unfortunately losing B as well, which makes it hard for me to know where to go right now. I mean, we're at A, so that's a shotgun player. We gotta get out of here. Players there. This is not a good spot. I don't know if that was a shotgun player I just did damage to. We're just a bit at a bad position. We're getting a bunch of kills, but the kills don't mean a lot right now. With stairs like these, you always want to jump down instead of just run down if you expect a teammate there or an enemy there. Because what you can see when I run down, you can see that I'm holding my gun down, but when I jump, my gun is already ready to shoot. That's the only reason why you want to jump. Of course, they're going to be a little bit harder to hit. You keep your momentum going. Yeah, we gotta make some more useful plays here. We're gonna do what we did at the beginning of the sector. This guy saw me, unfortunately. He pushed. That was a very interesting push from that guy. Playing it slow here. Just having a look. My team is trying to push this up front. I could have done more right there with getting kills on the objective. It was a bit tough to figure out where all the enemies were coming from. Now my team is doing a full send on A, which is probably a good reset. We have 90 tickets, that's not a lot. We're gonna try and move all the way around, so we're putting pressure on A from basically all directions. Would be really good to be on top of this now. There you go. Quickly have a look here. I don't see anyone. So now we're going to do the same thing as we did in the beginning. And that is put pressure on their spawn right away.
Let's go.
They might be pushing it. They might also be too scared to run through the smoke. That often happens. There you go. Oh, behind. Okay, was definitely not expecting that. Could have expected it because they're trying to move from B towards A, of course. And now we're going to have a straight push to B. A lot of teammates will spawn A, which is fine, but it's not what we're going to do. Because often you don't want to be where all your teammates are. You're too predictable. We can have a good flank here on B if they're not watching it. We lost A a little bit. We only have 25 tickets left, so the pushes are going to be a little bit more desperate. We're already losing A. My team is unfortunately not able to hold that. I'm going to try and make a solo move onto B, which is pretty tough. There's a guy above here on the minimap. Very good kill from that guy. He absolutely beat me. Yeah, my team, as fast as they captured the first sector, that's as much as they're struggling right now. Which, I mean, you have games like that. You can unfortunately not win them all, even when you're trying your best. We're actually capturing B. We're not capturing B. Let's have a quick look here. I'm going to turn off my laser. Don't see any players. We can try and capture this again. I really want to move to... We don't have many tickets left, so kind of right now you want to make some fast plays. Not sure what those players were doing there. Players here are spotted. You want to get rid of those players as quickly as you possibly can, otherwise you're going to be struggling too much. But I think, unfortunately, we are not going to be able to hold this. 34 tickets left. We gotta just pray that my team is able to hold this flag. Sometimes that's all you can do. We gotta make a move. My team is capturing A. My team is actually capturing A. That is very, very unexpected. I gotta be quick here. Right now, you kind of have to make more, I would almost say, stupid decisions. A little bit risky, but if you want to try and win the game, you just gotta go for it. So we don't have as much time, so we're gonna jump on A directly. I thought that was an enemy for a second. And there's so many players there. Yeah, as I said, you just do aggressive plays right there. You might make mistakes. You probably will make more mistakes, but you have less time. So you have to just hope something will work. You don't have time to flank around. Have a look at all corners. You just have to guess like which corner are they going to be, what plays are they going to defend. We'll do a front push, which is going to be hard here. We're the only player on the objective. This could work. Behind, I think. Did he jump down already? He's above. Yeah, very, very good position from that guy. There is some teammates close to A. I do not think they will actually get to it though. 60-11, not a bad game. Unfortunately, we lost though.